What's going on YouTube? Flame Rails here. The actual me. Face reveal. For those of you that don't know, here I am. Flame Rails. The actual grown up me. Ta-da. Today we're going to be talking about, you read the title down there. We're going to be talking about what happened with WIT Simulations, aka Chris Bush. Because a lot of you guys have been wondering. A lot of you guys are still wondering what's happened to him, why did he go, things of that nature. So I'm going to clear that up. Just voluntarily, I'm going to clear that up for you guys. And also, I want to speak on the issue as to why. So I'm not going to take up too much time on this. This is just an upload. Like I said, just going to talk about some things. Kids, you probably shouldn't watch this because I got some things I'm going to say. So kids probably shouldn't watch this. Just telling you now. I'll upload a video for you guys when I can. Just leaving my last video, the Amtrak one. Leave in the comment section what train you want to see, and I got you. So, long story short, WIT Simulations, aka Chris, was being harassed and bullied in the trains community by a large, apparently, well, not a large amount of people, but it was a group of individuals that seemed to dislike him, and things got intense with him personally because of this, and the attacks and the harassment got worse, and he decided to step down. Is he coming back? No, I don't. He's not coming back. I don't think he's coming back. Guys, I'm sorry. It's just confirmation. Don't ask in the comment section why would he not come back. He's just not coming back. And I can understand why. I mean, from what I've seen, because guys like me and Chris, we're not jointedrail.com, we're not 3D Zug, we're not Railroad Mods, we're not SRS Trains DLC, we're not any of those payware sites, we're not the train store. So the content we make is just freelance content. We do it because we want to do it and we want to share it with you guys. You don't have to, like it or anything. If you don't like it, just delete it. We do it because we care and we want to share our content creations with you guys, and we want everyone to be happy. We want everybody to win in the trains community. Who doesn't? Because if you play trains, you want to play trains, drive trains. We build routes. I build routes. I make horns. I make engine sound. My engine sounds need a little work, but I work with the resources that I have publicly. And Chris didn't do anything to anybody. Chris was a very generous man and a very nice guy, but people took advantage of that niceness for their own self-benefit, and just manipulated him. And then the harassment started, and it was just it was sad to watch, and it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful, ungrateful, arrogant, ignorant, and completely unnecessary to such a caring and giving individuals like Chris. I don't approve of it personally. I don't approve of it, and it was getting to me on a personal level because I understand where Chris is coming from. Because Chris is doing the same thing that I'm doing, just making content for everyone to enjoy. He started YouTube, doing his own thing with YouTube. I started YouTube for rail fanning, primarily rail fanning videos. Because there's not a lot of trains rail fanning videos. That's why my channel exists. And I do some other things here and there from time to time. Every channel has their own thing they do. I just try to stick to doing my own thing, as every content creator does, like Approach Medium, WIT, me, Rail Gamer Productions, Jaden Penn, a bunch of other content creators out there. If I didn't say your name, I'm sorry. But yes, a bunch of other content creators out there. Some of us, I mean, me personally, I don't have to do this. We're not obligated to do this. We want to do it because we care, and we're like, hey, maybe everybody else will enjoy it. Why not? Like the horseshoe curve. You guys were waiting for the horseshoe curve. A lot of people have been waiting for the horseshoe curve for freaking ever. I simply took the time because I've been waiting for it too, because I want the route too. But I got tired of waiting, so I made the horseshoe curve. That's why it's on my site. I didn't have to do it. I wasn't obligated to do it. No, it's not perfect. It's not down to the T downright amazing, but it's something to get us by until Jointed Rail, if they ever do, releases the horseshoe curve route, or AKA the Pittsburgh line. Things like that. We want to share that with you guys. That's why I did it, because I seen not only me, but a lot of people wanted that. So that's what I did. I gave the horseshoe curve out. That's the primary attraction for the Pittsburgh line, the horseshoe curve. See, we don't have to do that. We'd love to, but when you do things, when you talk about our work, throw dirt on our name, and you take advantage of us. That just kills the motivation, and it just brings negative energy that we don't need, because we want everybody to enjoy trains just like we do. See, the companies like Jointed Rail, the businesses, the team of guys, they do phenomenal work. Always, you expect them to, because it's a business. They are not obligated to do it. They're doing it because it's a business. Their work is always going to be down to the T and downright amazing. So you can't really give anything negative about it. You might not like it, but you can't say the detail or anything like that, or anything is wrong. Because, like I said, they do this as a business. So their work is always going to be A1. Always. Guys like me and all the other fascinating content creators out there, Dave Snow. Dave Snow is a lifesaver in the trains community. And all the other content creators out there. We do this as freelance. We don't have to do this. We just do it because we love trains and we want to share our creations with you guys. But the people that were taking advantage of Chris and throwing dirt on his name and harassing him, people like that just ruin our mood and ruin our heart, and that hurts us. Because I love you guys. I love you guys on my YouTube. I love everyone in the trains community. I want to do the best I can within my skill level and knowledge of trains to bring you guys what I can. Just as Chris did, and any other content creator or YouTuber that plays trains in general. That's what we want to do. At least that's for myself. We want everybody to enjoy trains. We want to all be happy. We want to all enjoy ourselves. But we don't need the negative energy. This part here, kids, if you're still watching, you probably should turn your volume down now for like a minute or so. For you individuals that like to talk down on people, talk about their work, criticize them unnecessarily, not constructive criticism, but rather just talking shit. Fuck you. Your opinion doesn't matter. We don't need your negative energy around, because at the end of the day, we're not obligated to do this. If you don't like the work, don't download it, delete it. Don't even go to the site anymore, because we are not professionals. We're not getting paid to do this. We don't have to do it. We want to do it because we love what we do. We have a somewhat of a passion or a lot of interest in what we do. So keep your comments to yourself if it's nothing positive to say, or at least a little bit of constructive criticism, and not just destructive words and actions. You individuals just make things. You just make the community look bad, and we don't need that. Because there's kids here. There's kids that play trains. A bunch of kids. And when you bring that type of energy, a bunch of grown men, women, whatever, you bring that energy into the other kid. Now, what? An environment where the kids are supposed to be safe. You got guys like this talking a bunch of nonsense because they don't like a particular person because of their work or who they are. That is not what we do. It needs to stop. So, Chris, if you're watching this, I'm sorry that happened to you, man. Really, I am. It affected me on a different level. Because I'm the same way. Don't do anything to anybody. All I try to do is bring you guys positivity. I bring you guys the best quality content I can within my skill level and knowledge of trains. That's what I do. But like I said, we're not obligated to do this. I will step down if I was to receive that same energy. I would step down. Flame rails would be gone. I would leave my content up, you know, as Chris did. I will leave my content up so you guys to still enjoy what I did do. But flame rails will be no longer. Will be no longer because we don't have to tolerate the nonsense that goes on in the trans community. Um, I receive hate too about my Amtrak engine sounds. A lot of guys tell me it's horrible, it's crap, that's just downright terrible. Okay, I can understand. If you don't like it, just delete it. And I got guys that say, okay, it needs to be better. That's all right. You know, you should try this method. Not trying to be rude. If you say it with some respect in it, that will be okay. But just being disrespectful with it and obnoxious with it, that's unacceptable, unnecessary. So that's what was going on with Chris, and I wanted to speak on that because, like I said, it affected me on a different level. Because Chris didn't do anything to anybody. He was always a nice guy, always a giving person, a motivational person, a person with a good heart, trying to spread nothing but good energy. And people took advantage of him and manipulated him. And then they come and bully him and harass him. No, no, that is not what we do in the trans community. So, for those of you who feed into that or contribute to that nonsense, you should be ashamed of yourself. And if you're the ones who try to de-escalate the situation, like myself and anybody else who just tries to do nothing but bring positive vibes, I I salute you, because all it takes is that one act of kindness makes the world a better place. It's all it takes. In this case, we don't need any of that in the community. So that's all I wanted to address. WIT Simulations, aka Chris, he's gone. There's no sign that he's coming back. I don't think he's coming back. So if I were you guys, I wouldn't expect it. Don't expect it. Yes, I want him to come back too. I love watching his streams. I loved his energy. I loved everything he was doing. But he doesn't want to come back. That's his decision. We have to respect that he does not want to come back for his benefit, for the better overall. We have to be mature about that. Um, and I hope the individuals that took advantage of him and caused this are proud of yourselves. I really hope you're proud of yourselves. I really hope you are.